This is going to be a really quick little roundup. But this is just to remind you about the RSS, the Research Support Service, and how we can help you as you're thinking about your next steps. You will see here that there is a link on this front page with a QR code that will take you to more information about the RSS and how you can get support from us. But essentially to say what we do is we're really keen to tailor our support to what you need. So essentially the overarching message is please come and talk to us and we will respond to you hopefully and be helpful at the point that you are at with the advice and support that you need. What we know most about is the NIHR. They fund us. And so it is absolutely our job to know about their requirements, the kinds of things that they like to see, and kind of what success looks like in terms of application forms and various requirements that they have and their particular interests. So our advice is free, and you're really welcome to come and seek out advice from us, and we'd be delighted to help you. So what we can offer is a mixture. Particularly methodological expertise and advice around patient and public involvement. We can signpost you to support. So if it's support that we either don't offer or don't feel that we do have the expertise for, we will hunt around to find you the people that can help you. And we also potentially have opportunities for collaboration. So if you know that you have gaps in a team to deliver some research, we may be able to help you find the relevant kinds of people and help you complete your team, your research team. So the kinds of things that we do is we offer sort of various forms of peer review. So yes, we'll have a chat with you, talk through your ideas. As you are sort of going along your journey, as you have started to do some of your writing perhaps of an application, we can look at those drafts. As you get nearer and nearer the deadline and are really firming up your writing, we can do a formal review of that for you to try and just really to help you hone that, to make it as competitive as possible and to make sure that you can put in the best application which will have the most likely chance of success. There are particular elements, particularly when there are personal awards like these fellowships. Some of them require interviews, not the ones we've been talking about today and over the last 3 sessions, but some of them do have interviews. So we can set up mock interviews for you to help you prepare for those. We run a variety of information events like the one today. In particular, we run a 3-day event that is more broadly about research projects and how you go about preparing an application to put in, a funding application for a research project. And we also have a separate 1-day event that is about fellowships more broadly. So as well as these kind of pre-planning awards, some of the research awards like a doctoral fellowship, postdoc as well. And as I've said, we can signpost to other parts, particularly of the NIHR, who can be supportive and broker those links for you. So the way that we are set up, as we've mentioned a couple of times, is that there are 8 different hubs. So we are one of them here at the University of Southampton and Partners, but there is this variety. So you should feel absolutely free to go to whichever one suits you best. So if you're located near one of the others and you think that that might be a good way to choose your hub, feel free. Otherwise, just go to whichever one you like the look of. Some of the hubs have particular expertise in addition to the usual hub. So there is a particular focus within NIHR on social care research and support for social care research, as well as public health research. And so you can see that in these spots, there are 4 grey spots, 4 grey hubs, and they have additional specialist centres for providing public health support and social care research support. So here at the University of Southampton and Partners, in addition to our usual support that we can offer anyone, we have expertise around public health research, so we can support that in particular. So the kinds of things we do, we have touched on some of this, but the kind of things we help with, we can help you think through what it is you're trying to achieve in the first place. What is it that your research can really deliver? How do you frame those questions? How do you think about how you would answer those questions best in terms of what methodology, what kind of methods and processes you want to use? So we can help you think about all of that. We can help you think about the practicalities of how do you plan a project? How long does it take to deliver? What are the stages that you need to think about? And who do you need on your team to look convincing that you absolutely can deliver that work? We talked a little bit about writing, and that is a really key part, actually. So it's not just having a great idea, although having a great idea is important. It's absolutely how you convey that so that you sound really convincing to the people who'll be reviewing your application. And so we can help you think about that. We have a wealth of experience because we have seen literally thousands of applications go through the NIHR system. We can help you think about patient and public involvement and how you do incorporate that meaningfully within your application and your research, and how you plan for that and cost for that. And we can help you think about how you make your research inclusive, which for NIHR is also a really big focus at the moment. So we can help you think about that practically, what that means and how you write about it in an application form. We've talked a little bit about helping you with some of your kind of methodology, and in particular, lots of our staff are statisticians, health economists, qualitative researchers, people who understand about behaviour change. So we can help you think through what are the methods that you might want to use and what would seem most appropriate for the work that you want to do. We can help you think about how you ensure that all this great work that you're going to do in your research really does realise impact, and how you make sure that you disseminate your findings to the right people and make sure that there's that kind of follow-on for your work to really ensure that it really does have the impact that you want and that NIHR as a funder would like to see. And as I've mentioned, we may be able to help you find collaborators if that's what you need. So hopefully there's a wide variety, and we can mix and match what you want depending on the needs that you have for your project or your fellowship. So the most important thing really is that you make contact with us. We'd love to hear from you. We've said that you can approach whichever hub you feel is most useful and maybe fits what you need the best. Just to say that the sooner you come to us, the more we're able to support you. So we know that, researchers are incredibly busy people, and often these kind of timelines come round alarmingly quickly, and you find that you're kind of rushing at the end. But do please try and factor in seeing us as soon as possible, because we're in a better position to help you the more that we're in touch with you early on. So here are the links that we have. Do please go and have a look, and we would love to hear from you, and we'd love to help you on your research journey.